You know, sometimes I have the forethought to tell myself not to do something because I know once I start doing it, I'm not going to be able to stop. And I ignored myself this time. And I know the rabbit hole that I'm about to go down. And I can see the end result. But I'm doing it anyway. Today, we're gonna make our first customized keyboard. Not a full custom, we're just customizing the existing one, but I'm gonna be honest, this is going to start something, and it's not gonna stop. Much like when I started building PCs, I didn't start with Supernova, but I did get there. So, yeah, let's get into that after our intro. Hello and welcome. Today, we're gonna be doing something kind of fun. You see, recently, I signed up for drop.com, and they're not a sponsor of this video, but I'd totally be up for you guys wanting to do sponsored content, because I'm gonna be doing 2 different custom keyboards using their site. Because honestly, I started picking things out for my own keyboard, and Gamer Guts looked over my shoulder and she's like, I want one. And I'm like, you don't even have a keyboard that works with it. It's like, I know, but I want it. So I have this, which is the Razer Huntsman original, I think it was what it is. This is a Razer purple opto-mechanical keyboard. And honestly, I haven't been using it all that much because I have the Razer Huntsman V2 analog, the honestly better keyboard. And I was like, you know what? I have the Huntsman Mini that I can put to my streaming PC, and I don't necessarily need my Huntsman. If you give me my other Razer keyboard that I gave you, I'll give you this one. And that was the deal that I made with her. And I acknowledge the fact that I'm gonna end up spending more on this than that entire keyboard's worth, but at the same time, I really wanted to get my feet wet with doing this. So what are we gonna be doing today? Well, first off, we got a Razer Huntsman. We've got this, which is some white braiding. It's actually flat. I don't know how this is gonna work out, but I do know that I want to change the cable from the black to a white one. Of course, some heat shrink. We got heat gun for this as well. Key puller. And then our switches, though. Our switches are something special. So you might be able to see that they're pink, but wah. I'll let you guys get a closer look at this when it's on the keyboard itself. But this key set stood out so much that Gamer Guts actually told me, hey, these are the ones I want. So we have this absolutely amazing pink and white keycap set that has both English and Japanese on it. And we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna make this happen. I mean, I don't have much to say because this is more of a do and less of a say. So, oh, and this is the keycap set, by the way. I got it off of drop.com. So let's make a custom keyboard. right, it's done. And wah. Not gonna lie, this thing is pretty awesome. Now the heat shrink didn't really stick as well as I thought it would. Probably should have done like an in-case mod for the heat shrink, but I don't dislike this this style of cabling. It's not bad, and maybe next time I'll do better. Actually, I probably will not. The next build I'm gonna do is actually probably gonna also be tonight, but this is one heck of a keyboard. I'm actually kind of amazed that Razer had the forethought. Like, look at this is the Razer spacebar. It actually has a lot of the same mounting points that this one has. The only difference is you're able to shift it left or right depending on what you need it to do. And then the stabilizers itself on all the Razer keys actually come off, which means your Razer keyboard is pretty much 100% compatible with these things. With any keycap, really, that have Cherry MX stems. The one thing I will point out are these two keys right here. I played around with them a little bit to see which ones I like best. They're too close together to use the keys that were included in the normal part of the set, but the set does include a number of accent keys that work perfectly fine. So, I mean, they don't really stand out too much. I think it looks good. Interestingly enough, the spacebar has a lot less give than it used to, but the rest of the keys sound incredibly clicky. And honestly, like with it lit up and like everything, it looks amazing. I'm actually really, really impressed by Razer for their compatibility here. Like the fact that their stabilizers can be removed and aren't attached to the keys permanently. Huge win. And also the keycap set having just about every option you could possibly need makes this thing really amazing. I personally have never done this, but I really like how it came out. And I think that the next time we can make it even better. I think an in-case cable modification might be necessary, but I won't be able to do that on the next one because the next one is actually two cables that are gonna be sleeved together to be one cable. It's gonna be an ordeal. But if you enjoyed this video, you can leave a like. If you dislike this video, which I'm sure somebody, which I'm sure somebody dislikes this video because I modified a Razer keyboard instead of doing a more expensive full custom build, you are entitled to that opinion. But honestly, I have gotten my feet wet with this. I really like where this is going. The next one's not gonna be as pretty. It's more utilitarian, but there's gonna be a nice purple sleeve cable. And honestly, I have no real complaints about this. I actually really like how this all came out. So thank you guys again. Wolfie out.